Hardship allowance, I talked to the guys, the ministry, as far as the hardship allowance is concerned. I would still ask them to know whether they have done anything. If they have not done anything, next week I'll ask a question in the floor of the House, the steps which have been taken as far as the hardship allowance. And any question which is asked on the floor of the House, they must come to the relevant committee with the answers. And whoever is asked those questions must be present when the answer is given. And also, the chairman of that committee must come and give a report on the floor of the House as far as the question is concerned. So I promise that if there will be nothing done next week on Tuesday afternoon, I'll ask a question to the Speaker of the National Assembly, what's happening as far as hardship allowance for the Mbeere North Technical and Vocational College is concerned. So I think these are some of the things which you have raised. I talked to the Kenya Rural Roads Authority on they can give us some vehicles which they have, which are not in use, and they are in agreement that they can donate some vehicles which are what do you call it? Asifanyi kazi. Yes, and we have one of the board members here who works at Kera. So I'll make follow up with her. Tujue kama hizo magari zinaweza saidia student for those who are doing automotive, I don't know what you call it, to that effect. So these are some of the efforts which I am trying to make. This team from Germany for finding a time to be with us. They have been here for now 4 days. Also to thank the consultants who are with us. I know they are busy people. I have been in the offices in Berlin, and I can assure you it's a very busy office. Taking off to come in the very remote places of Kenya, Mbeere North, is a show of very strong commitment. So let's take advantage of the time they are here and see whether we can establish collaboration and partnership to making a better society. By helping these students, we are moving one step ahead in building a better society. And that is my clarity. That is what I will try to do. I try to endeavor to do on a day-to-day basis. They are not tired of staying here. So let's take advantage before they get tired, before they say they will never come back. But I'm sure they will come back probably next year. So we see whether we can do something.
Especially in electronics. I teach electronics, and we don't have any equipment, any modern equipment that we can train our students in that field. So kindly, if there is a way we can acquire modern equipment, actually across the departments, it will really help. Now, the other challenge that I'm facing as the deputy academics is the issue of trainers. We have very few trainers. You find a department with only 2 trainers. Most of these trainers, they are teaching over 40 hours. And 40 hours in a week is not a joke. It's not a joke. And the reason why we have this challenge, to me, is because we don't have trainers from other institutions who are seeking for transfers. Nobody wants to come here. Reason, we don't get hardship allowance. Yet, we are in hardship area. The schools are out. We have the Kabashi Secondary, Primary, Jeremiah National Polytechnic, which is also within Mbeere. They enjoy the hardship. So that's a big challenge, a big challenge. And most of these people you see here, these HODs, they are engineers, registered engineers. Can you imagine somebody who has been in university for 5 years is earning less than a secondary school teacher here, who has just done a B.Ed in maybe history. So it is really demoralizing.
One of the things, and this fact finding is not wrong or right. We are just saying now, if you look at their technical training college, we are here. We have, for example, Madam for Agriculture. Where was the agriculture? So you say one of the things you want to do is to have improved agricultural practices. You want to do agricultural extension. So what is the opportunity? What are some of the things you can do as an institute here when it comes to improving agricultural productive practices on Mbeere North, or to support agricultural extension? And then, then of course there's one. So if we got those views, then there was what Dr. Waits was saying. The current skills that you want to collaborate with German to build your current skills. So which are these current skills that you, if you say Dieter brought a team from German, or through e-learning, or through face-to-face, what are these?
You see, I'm old now, but it's not too late to learn Mbeere. At least 2 words. And you see, I'm a Muzungu from Germany. And I'd like to tell you something. Why I'm of interest, of importance for you. Someone do I need to keep closer to the mouth? I guess it shall remind me that I'm not speaking too long. However, I need a few seconds or minutes. It is not long ago that Germany has been completely destroyed at the end of the Second World War, which is 70, 80 years ago. If I look at Kenya at the moment, I know there are many challenges when it comes to youth unemployment and all this. But if I look at this country, you have plenty of sunlight. You, at the moment at least, you have a greenish environment and all these things. And at least your children, you will live until 2080, but your children may live until 2100. So this is another 75 years ago, or ahead, not ago, ahead. I come back to the point. When I was at your age, which is not long ago, years at least. In the end, it's 40 years now. I had some ideas. I started to become a teacher, and then I realized, well, I'm not a good teacher. I changed to the economics of education, and I found my destination, so somehow my view. Very kind in doing this. Secondly, I'm an economist, and economists are also supposed to tell the truth. When it comes to entrepreneurship, I said entrepreneurship is the attitude of making ideas becoming a reality. If I expect from a university, a TVT center, a school, or whatever, to support the students to become entrepreneurial, this requires an entrepreneurial mindset from the people who are supposed to train those skills. And you cannot train these kinds of skills. You can learn, or you have them, but you cannot train. So
what I would request from you is to become more entrepreneurial in your attitude and to see how you can make things become true rather than waiting for us. We are going back to Germany somehow. We may help you in this regard and we support you. So we are not only researchers, which is fine to title us, and I know the name of the institute is Research Institute, but we are more than this, so we are all practicals. And I have just established 3 companies now, and I'm doing even more because I'm planning to open up a business and a branch here in Nairobi. But this is something that is coming out of you as the corpus and the heart of this TVET center. So this is where I would like you to grow over the next couple of weeks, months, and maybe years. So just as a motivational side the community. So we are seeing that mango sellers are just complaining, well, I cannot sell my mangoes because they sell their mangoes where everyone has mangoes on their compound. So no one is waiting for buying mangoes. So the question is, what can we do to expand them, identify the market? Of course, here we can help those, but talking about a TVET center or another type of university, we are at a higher level of education and aspiration. So I would expect, and this would be a real good job, that you provide the environment that the students can go and that you can grow together with your students. Because I'm very safe to say that many of those students who are there will have plenty of ideas. So it might be your work to make these ideas become reality. Just to showcase that this is a different level of aspiration and attitude. Just in showing this. And this is where I want you to move in the future. I know that's not already there when you're just a small child, as I consider you for the time being, as you just have started this entity. So, starting point. You mentioned Juakali. You had ideas of job extension. I was just wondering on hydroponic, which this is some kind of solution to the droughts that are coming up. You are doing with fashion and other departments are also having their ideas. So I think this is a good starting point for transforming this TVET center to become a regional hub for Mbeere North in providing entrepreneurial skills in this regard. So I think we need to move on to the students, but I think this is a good end of this session. So go along the way we have just started and move away from we expect help by just we do it ourselves, and we created our TVET center to become an entrepreneurial hub in this regard. So go along, and we look forward to come back, let's say in a year, and then we see that this building and the team has changed in itself, not by adding other people, but just by growing themselves.
Kwamba tunajadiliana mambo, na baada ya kujadiliana yanawekwa pembeni. Tuseme kwamba baada ya miezi miwili au miezi mitatu ijayo, tukiweza kurejea alafu tuseme tarehe fulani tulikuja hapa tukajadiliana, ukawa na ubunifu, ukawa na mawazo ambayo aliweza kuongelewa. Je, ni kipi ambacho kimeweza kufanyika kwa yale mawazo ambayo tulikuwa tunajadiliana? Tunakubaliana? Kwa hivyo we need to keep that in our records so that even as we continue discussing on how we can better these ideas, we need to have sort of a track for the things that we are discussing. For the Mbeere constituency as a whole. And it is on this reason that we are here to try and explore on the best ways in which we can ensure that this dream comes true, and also ensure our people in Mbeere North constituency are economically empowered.
Good afternoon again. You are greeted you 3 times. One greeting for those who are here. Nahoku. Is that fair? My name is Godwin Simundu, and like my colleague who has just spoken, I'm also an educationist, about 15% of my time. And the other 50% of my time, I'm a legal practitioner, which is to say I'm also a business person, because running a law firm is for profit. It is not for the fun of it. Kwa hivyo, like my colleagues who have already introduced themselves, I am here to gain from your contributions, from your opinions, from your views about how best to handle the issue of entrepreneurship, especially in the context of the needs of the people of Mbeere North. Before I go to sit down, I also want to thank you very much for your hospitality, the hospitality of the area Member of Parliament, Honorable Ruku, the hospitality of the principal of this college, the hospitality of the trainers of the college, and of course, the entire community that is with us here today. I hope that we are going to have a rich and informative deliberation and look forward to it.
Chief guest, Honorable Geoffrey Roku, our institution is a new, as you know, and we have a total population of 2,624 students in this small compound, which you can be able to see. We have 2,624 students. We have 36 trainers, whereby the 25 are employed by the government, then 11 are employed by the Board of Governors. So I was trying to look at the ratio of students to trainers. It's about 1 to 72 in this small compound, as you can see. We have 7 administrative departments, all academic departments, and I don't need to repeat our chief guests, but because they have already talked about them, so these are the academic departments, and these are the ones which we are assisting with, especially to run this institution, especially in the administration of Mbeere North TVT. So basically there are 7, although now in fashion design we normally have, in fashion design and cosmetology we have the fashion design side and then the cosmetology. Our chief guests, we have different tuition blocks in these institutions. We have classes. So as you can see, we have classes in this institution. We have 5 general classes in this institution. And then we have a library. We call it a library, but because we are going to take you around, it is a library, but an empty library with nothing. So it is not, it's just like a hall. But we call it a library because we use it for training students. Then we have one general workshop, which is also down here. We are going to take you through and see it is also a workshop, but with nothing.
We offer several courses in our department, which include agricultural extension and sustainable agriculture for rural development, designed to provide the technical and entrepreneurial skills necessary to address the challenges in modern agriculture. In our department, we have few challenges, that is, lack of modern equipment and machinery that will enable our trainees to cope up with developed agricultural farms. Second challenge, we lack enough space that is firm for training and practical. Our department would wish to collaborate with the Germany government to sponsor our trainees and trainers to be equipped with current skills in agriculture through dual trainings, promoting climate resilience at Mbeere North and agricultural research in our institute. More so, we entirely ask for a chance to join you as part in employment opportunities in Germany companies.
The first one, we don't have enough materials, equipment and machines for training, especially the double C's group. This is diploma, electrical and electronic engineering group. We also lack a PLC lab to do simulations of some circuits. We also need an electronics workshop We have limited number of trainers in the department because, as I have mentioned, most of them are in the managerial level. And with the assistance of our able MP, we humbly request you to assist us with the following. Kindly lobby for more electrical trainers from the ministry. Number 2, assist us to collaborate with German government to acquire training, electrical machines and equipment from Germany. Assist our graduates in electrical to secure internship to get more experience and job vacancies in German as technicians. And
my name is Maurice Muturi Jerome. I am the head of the department Computing and Informatics. So on behalf of the department, I want to thank our able member of parliament for having us get that G2 MERAP. In the foreseeable future, we intend to start short courses on computer packages, statistical packages for social sciences. Also, we would like to collaborate with other departments like electrical and electronic engineering so that we can train their students how to program microcontrollers so that they can stand out in the trade fairs and also be competent in the 21st century world.
My name is Rafael Matu. I am an economist and financial consultant, as well as an entrepreneur. That we have said this afternoon we are talking about entrepreneurship. First of all, feeling very delighted to be in front of students. For more than 15 years, I was in class as a lecturer at various universities in Nairobi, and I feel home when talking to the students. So I hope that we'll be able to have a very good engagement. When I say I'm an entrepreneur, where people you call it as hustle. I have 3 main side hustles. First, I'm a consultant. I have a consulting firm, and that is why I'm here with the team from Germany, which I am the CEO. I'm feeling home because I also have an institution, a Tibet institution like this one. Of course, not very big like this one. So I think I have a lot to learn from our teachers here. That is Royal Business School, based in Nairobi. And over and above that, I am also a practicing accountant. I'm a CPA, practicing under Matua Home Industry. So all these are my titles. So I think I'm happy and I feel home. I think we'll talk more. We are here from the team from Germany. So we started working with them way back in 2019 when Dr. Dieter came to the country, and we were working on a project for government of Kenya and German government under the German Development Bank, KfW, Center for Entrepreneurship. So we went through so many government ministries, institutions, private institutions, innovation hubs, and so many as we collected information. And I believe that the mission that has brought us here to Mbeere North is very closely related to what we are doing. We thank our MP for the invitation. We look forward to working together with you people to make Mbeere North a great constituency, which I believe is a dream for all of you.
We are extremely grateful to our MP, our guests, Mbeere North Technical and Vocational College, management team led by our dedicated chief principal, and the entire community for their invaluable support, both material and financial, which has been instrumental in our progress. Thank you. God bless you.